Welcome in, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Golf Talk Radio with Mike and Billy. So glad you were with us. It is the 9th of February. We are live on the Central Coast, or maybe we're not. But we are live Central Coast of California. Just a throne's throw from Pebble Beach where the AT&T is going on. It's a beautiful weekend. It's been a little more than average rain, so the hills are alive and green and gorgeous. It's just a great place to be. Wherever you are, I hope you're having a safe, wonderful day. My name is Billy Gibbs. That guy right over there is Mr. Mike Brabenick. Good morning, Mike. How are you?
Good morning, Billy.
Hey, joining us in studio is the one and only amazing Dave Schimandel, the club guru of the area, teaching professional extraordinaire. Man of lots of knowledge, good guy, and informed us we don't talk enough about golf. So I figured we better start talking golf again because, you know, when Dave says something, you jump.
You listen.
So you have to listen, man. So So good morning to you, Dave. How are you?
Good morning, Bill.
So how's your golf? You've been golfing lately. So how's golf? Everything good with golf? It's good to see you. Golf. So you brought your clubs. Is your golf good? How's your game? You have your handicap? Just get your clubs clean. So
I don't know.
Well, we are Golf Talk Radio, so I guess we should once in a while. But
we like
good to see you, Mike. Great headphones, buddy. Looking like astronaut.
I borrowed them from somebody.
They're awesome.
They're a little heavy. I'm feeling like I need to do some neck exercises, strengthening exercises. I might have to switch these.
You can get one of them little hooks you put the top of your head and kind of have a weight down your back. Yeah, that's what I did when I had my neck surgery. It was real comfortable.
I'm seeing Doc on Monday, Dr. Ryan, so if these things like really knock me out of place, he'll knock me back in. But yeah, they're a little heavy, man.
Well, compared to your little buds,
they look good on you.
They look good.
They do?
You look sharp.
Yeah.
I feel like I've got.
You look like you're ready for re-entry.
4 pairs of earmuffs on.
You can pull 6 Gs with them, baby.
6 Gs right now.
Those are nice, man.
Thanks, man. Wish they were mine.
So, anyways, today's show, of course, not only Dave Schimandel here talking golf. Chris Rigby from the Patrons Caddy is going to give us another call. He is the gentleman that runs that Patrons Caddy, which is one of the best companies to go to the Masters. They have a company that offers packages for Masters. If you're a golfer, if you you know that the Masters is the thing to go to. It's one of the top bucket lists that you should put right on the top and do it. We did it a few years ago. One of the greatest experiences of my life. Dave tried to jump the fence there. It wasn't such a great experience, but ours was. And so Chris is going to be calling here a little bit, and he must have a few spots left for his packages. And we'll help him fill those spots up. I wish we were going this year. Just wasn't meant to be. But there's always next year.
That's correct.
Also, since Pebble Beach is about a 5-wood from here, well, for Dave, about 8-iron, but for Mike and I, it's about a 5-wood. There's a lot going on in the AT&T. I did some interesting facts about Pebble Beach since we're close, and I got up this morning, wondered what we should talk about, and that's what came to my head. So we're going to see if we can stump the panel here and there's some fun facts about Pebble that I had no clue, and I thought we'd share that with you guys a little bit later.
Looking forward to it.
Is that a did you know?
Yeah, there's a did you know. It was
Did
just
You Know.
neat. I was looking for, there's everybody knows it's like one of the number one public courses and this and that, and the designer and all that. But there's some fun and behind-the-scenes facts about that place that Dave might know all these things. I don't know, but it was pretty cool, so I'll share. Also, we got this new high-toe wedges from TaylorMade in Callaway, and I know Dave just went out to where did you go to?
It was
Santa
down
Clarita?
Valencia.
Oh, Valencia.
Uh-huh.
And you went to a nice thing, so we're going to hear all about your experience there, and the new that's what's called the high-toe wedge? Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll hear all about that. Joke Around is going to be coming in where we tell jokes, you went around. And Dave's going balls out, so that's pretty much.
Ooh,
yes, he is.
That's pretty much our show.
that happens once in a blue moon.
Feel free to chime in if you can. I don't know if Nikki's going to call, but I think she texted. What's the number last week? Did she finally text that?
She was really into the topic, but she joined
It was a health
later
thing,
in the
right? We were
conversation.
talking all health last. So I wonder if she was into that thing. How's your BM? You want to squirt something out at us?
I do, and I was not alive when this happened on this day in history, but this is for my buddy. On this day in 1964, do you know what happened?
64. What day is this? February 9th. This is when the Beatles arrived at John F. Kennedy Airport.
Ooh.
Is that right?
Close.
It's not. Was this when they appeared on? Yeah, Ed Sullivan's show. So my sister's birthday's today.
Is it?
So I kind of remember that we were celebrating sitting around with something with the Beatles.
I remember watching that show.
I was going to ask you guys.
So.
I was going to ask you guys if you remember. Like, I wasn't even born yet, so I
I think I do. I think I remember there was an event in the living room, but I also seen so many videos of that.
You don't know.
You don't. But I do remember my sister was a huge fan, and she went and saw him when she was 16. She would have been 14 at that time.
So she actually saw him?
Yeah,
that's
she
cool.
saw them in New York City. New York
you were
City.
back
She
east.
went. Yeah, she was back east.
Wow.
And as a matter of fact, I went to where was Shea Stadium? Or wherever they played Shea,
Yeah,
I
they
guess.
played Shea.
So I got to stay in a hotel while she went to the thing with my dad. I think she went with my dad, or my uncle or something like that.
And they left you in
She's
the
a
hotel.
16-year-old girl. Yeah, I was in the hotel with the aunts or something. But
nice.
I was 5 or 6, man. But it was cool. But anyways,
funny.
I do kind of remember that. But I've seen so many, that video. I've seen that so many times.
Yeah.
But so that was the 64, huh?
See, my
the
mom,
invasion.
Yeah, my mom and dad had all the Beatles stuff. They had a bunch of stuff. So when I was growing up and I started getting into music, and we had the giant stereo that took up like half of the living room.
Yeah, that was small.
Yeah.
Like the big cabinet, it's like literally the length of the room.
Yeah.
And the speaker's about
That's
3
the
or
big
4
console
times.
thing,
Yes.
man.
It's got the 8-track tape.
Yeah.
It's got the giant radio
And
receiver.
the speakers are all
Yeah.
about this big.
Yeah, and
The record player.
the phonograph. But I would play when I was,
It's big.
exactly. Yeah, when I was probably 7, from what I can remember, 7 or 8, I would play those records. I loved them.
If we only knew, I remember we would have kept all those records.
Yeah.
My sister had them all.
Wow.
Or if you only knew, you'd buy 2 and never open one.
Exactly.
But you don't know. So it's
Yeah.
kind of like old wedges and putters.
They wear out.
Which kind of,
Do CDs wear out?
Oh, yeah.
I
you
think
could
they
scratch-
do.
I
you
don't
could-
know.
Yeah.
I think they
Do they?
do. Well, they sure could get scratched.
They can get dirty.
Well, it gets
and
scratched.
dirty
Yeah.
and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Records just wore out.
I have
Like the Beatles' White Album, I had 3 copies of that.
Yeah.
So I always thought the number 9 was a skip. Number 9?
Number
9? I thought, oh, God, I got to skip in this.
Play it backwards. It says,
Paul
"Turn
is
me
dead.
on, dead man."
Turn me on, dead man.
That's so funny.
But yeah, I was, as you know, I'm a big Beatle fan.
I know,
Growing
that's
up, I think
my-
because of that, so I kept listening to it. They broke up when I was 9.
Oh.
So
we'll
it's
see.
70. Their last album came out when I was 10. But
Yeah.
it's still, I knew, from 10 to 17. That's pretty much all I listened. That and Led Zeppelin, interesting.
Nice.
Those are my 2
it's a
bands.
good mix. Well,
Yeah,
that was
I think so too.
that was my dedication, my BM dedication to you.
Well,
this
thanks,
morning.
bud.
So that's
Getting
my BM.
old.
Yeah, don't say it.
54 years ago.
Isn't that crazy?
55 years ago.
Yep.
Well, you were the pilot or something. Weren't you like?
Well, I was a kid, but my brother, I think, was about 19 at the time, so it was a big deal.
Yeah.
And the whole family everybody knew what was happening. We all.
Hey,
and
Hop,
back in
are
those
you-
days,
is Hop
everybody
with us?
sat around the TV.
Oh yeah, we did.
Wow,
Yeah.
That's cool.
I remember Ed used to hold my sister's violin case, and I play it like a guitar, air guitar on the violin case,
I bet you
trying
were
to be
cute
Paul
as
McCartney.
could be.
That was adorable.
You doggone
Couldn't
right.
play a lick. Are you with us, Hop?
I'm right here, sir.
Or Beatle fan at all?
Oh, huge Beatle fan.
That's awesome. So, I just was curious, and it's hard not to be. And they're selling more records now than they ever did.
I wouldn't doubt it.
It's insane.
Do you see Ringo's coming
pretty
to
cool.
the Vina Robles?
Yeah,
Ringo Star
that's
All Star.
great.
Oh, really?
Are you
Yeah.
gonna go?
No. I've never been to Vina Robles, but no, I'm not going to go to that.
Isn't that like an 8-iron from your house?
Yeah, you can hear it.
Yeah.
I can hear it at night when there's no wind, or if there's just the right wind, I can hear the concerts just open up
They
the
get
back
some
door.
good shows.
Yeah, they
How
get
old
some
is
really good
Ringo? Yeah, what's he? 74?
Old as dirt.
It should be a hot concert, man.
Oh, really? Yeah. And his recliner. He's going to be up on stage in his recliner.
Well,
Yeah.
good for him.
Yeah. What's your BM?
I don't have. I went to Indian Wells out in Palm Desert.
Yeah. How was that?
It was awesome. The trip was great. Even got to play golf, which is so unusual. My wife played a couple of days of hooky. I hope your principal is listening. Yes, she played hooky. We just had a great time. Went and saw friends. And Indian Wells, as Dave mentioned, it's so beautiful. And it rained all the way down there on Sunday. We left Super Bowl Sunday,
Yeah.
and it rained all the way until about a half hour from Palm Desert. And then it opened up blue skies, and then the snow on the mountaintops around.
Very cool.
Perfect weather.
Nice.
It's cold. Everybody there's loving it because it's 60 versus 160.
Yeah.
And it was just a really nice place. And the golf course is just wonderful to play. Busy time of year. I mean, the winter time.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I'm sure.
So you get out there in summer, no problem. But it was cool, and I played really well, which is unusual. So that was kind of fun. And I was telling you about the driving range.
Yeah.
This is similar to Top Golf, and I think you know the name. I wish I knew, but I was noticed on the driving range. We came in; it was getting close to dark, and the driving range had these blow up, like the blow up Santa Clauses.
Yeah, yeah.
But huge circles all over the range, different distances, and each one of them had sensors on them. They're targets, if you will, but they're big, probably 12-foot diameter circumference, diameter, and you hit them, and you get points that lights up, kind of like Top Golf. And there's on a computer screen, and you play just like Top Golf with others. And it was,
cool.
and then during the day they have it on weekends, open at night. It's open all night. There's a bar there, and it's just a big party like Top Golf, if you will. They serve food, and I've never seen it on a real driving range. I've heard about these things, but never saw it. And the putting green, they have separate putting greens, and not the ones that the players usually play, but a little course,
Right.
And that was lit up, and there's a big company that rented it out, and everybody's having fun, and it's what golf needs. And I was thinking to myself, this company, I don't know how many people were there. If there were 100, probably 70 of them never golfed. I'm just guessing. Obviously, I don't think it was a golf company. It was some kind of bank company or something,
So it really reaches out
So
to people.
everybody can play.
Yeah.
So you can bring your company. If you're going to go golf thing, everybody's I don't golf. This is gonna, but this is an event that everybody can get, and maybe they'll get some golfers involved, and it could definitely will grow the game. Top Golf has proven to do that. So it's just neat to see. So you said you knew somebody that designed that?
It's David. I think it's David Schultz.
So
We've had him on the radio show before, and I think was it called Reality Golf?
It might be Google Indian Wells
Reality
night golf and see what it says.
Next links.
Does it show
So-
big bubbles of blown up targets?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Dave Schultz, and Dave's a Cal Poly graduate like myself, and he and we kind of connected one time, and I think a while back. This is quite a while back before he got it going.
Shots in the night, they call it there.
Yeah, I believe we had him on the radio show. We were over at the other station, and this would have been probably 4 or 5 years ago. He discussed his vision and what he was going to do and what he wanted to do, and I'm pretty sure it's him. So that'd be interesting. I'll have to reach out
Shots
to him.
in the night.
Yeah, they call it Shots of the Night, a new after dark experience in Indian Wells Golf Resort. They have one little picture here, but it doesn't really give it. It doesn't really. It just shows the putting green that's lit up. But it was. There are 7 greens for the putting green. They're talking about it here, but it's what it's called there. I don't know what the actual blow up things. The putting experience by Netflix Glow Golf Range. Google.
If you go to the Google Images, there's a lot of pictures there that show.
Oh, it does?
Yeah.
Yes, so that's right on that. I don't even know where I find that, man.
That's right. I just
Google
Shots-
Images right at the top there.
there you go. I just messaged Dave, so we'll hear back from
Yeah.
him. I'd like to get him on because he and I have been kind of chatting off and on over the last year about. He's been telling me some of implementation and things he's going to do, and he's been working really hard on this thing. So.
I just remembered back in the 70s, first course I was ever worked at, they had on the driving range, they're doing it now, but they were doing it back in the 70s. They had a golf ball on a tee. The tee was probably 15 foot high, and the golf ball in proportion to that tee. So the whole thing stood probably about 15 or 50 feet in the air.
Wow.
And then it had holes in it. And if you knocked your ball in the biggest hole, you got a bucket of balls.
Oh,
In
nice.
a smaller hole, you got $5. In a smaller hole, you got $10. And then it had one hole about 6 inches in diameter. They knocked it in there. You got, I think it was $5,000 or something. And boy, oh boy, I hit a lot of 1-irons trying to hit that
Oh
little
yeah.
hole. But then a big old thing, and it was out about 130 yards, and it was fun. But the company lost all their money, and they just left a big monstrosity in our driving range.
That's too bad.
God, I'm all sad.
All sad.
Gotta
Well,
watch,
we'll keep
go
looking
watch
at that.
old
We're gonna-
Yeller now to cheer up a little bit.
We're going to take our first break here. We've got Chris Rigby calling in from the Patrons Caddy. You can check out thepatronscaddy.com or call Chris, the president of the Patrons Caddy, for 2019 Masters packages at 416-627-9020. Stay with us. When we come back, we'll be interviewing Chris, find out more about 2019 Masters packages.